Hey everyone, I'm Kristine Wilson and you're watching City Lights on Novus. Now, George Bernard Shaw's classic play Saint Joan explores the legend of Joan of Arc and her incredible rise and fall. While playing at the Stanley Industrial Alliance Theatre, I had the opportunity to sit down with some of the people involved in the play to find out what goes into getting it on the stage. So we're here with Meg Rowe, a very important cast member in Saint Joan. Can you tell us a little bit about the play and also your role in it?
Sure. I played Joan of Arc in Saint Joan, which is a play about her life. A sort of chronology of her life, loosely based around certain times in her life, and Shaw uses her life as a jumping off point to explore a bunch of different ideas. We were really lucky with this project. We did some early workshops. Dramaturgical workshops, which was great. So we did our first workshop, I think it was in February, early in the year anyway, and then another one in the summer before we started rehearsals. And that was great because it gave us a chance to read it out loud and get into the text a bit and find out a bit more about the play before we actually got on our feet.
That's good, because I'm assuming there's probably a ton of kind of like mindsets that you need to get into to play. Or did you have a lot of background on the character beforehand?
Yeah, I tried to do a bunch of research, which was really fun. Joan is one of the few well-recorded medieval women, which is amazing. She's great to read about because you can find out all sorts of things about her, which I tried to do.
Yeah. Were you really excited when you found out that this was the role you were going to get to play?
Yeah, I was really excited. It was a project I wanted to do for a long time, and I approached the director years ago, and she and I had been talking about it for a long time, and we were really lucky that the ArtsClub wanted to pick it up and do it for us.
Yeah, that's great. Is it a bit of a stretch from work that you had done in the past, or is it kind of following along with things that you were familiar with?
It's a stretch because it's a huge play and a huge part, but I've had a great time doing lots of big fun things.
And yet you say you are not proud and disobedient.
I never said you lied. It was you who was going to say my voice is lied. When have they ever lied? If you will not believe in them, even if they are only echoes of my own common sense, are they not always right? And are not your earthly counsels always wrong?
We're here with Scott Bellis. He's also a cast member with Saint Joan. Can you tell us a little bit about the play itself and your role in it?
Yeah, the play was written in 1924, and it's a chronology of the life of Joan of Arc, how she came from a little tiny village and grew to be this figurehead for the French, who at that time were trying to push the English out of their territory and push them back to where they came from, and about how her leadership threatened the power structures that were in place at the time, which was basically like all the feudal lords and the power of the church. I play the Bishop of Beauvais, Bishop CAUCHON, who in the play represents the power of the church, and has to take action to prevent Joan from becoming too popular and superseding the power that the church has over the population at that time.
Are you a villain at all?
You know, the playwright, George Bernard Shaw, kind of wrote that this play is a tragedy that doesn't have any villains. Everybody has a very strong agenda of their own that they want to play. Kind of like Game of Thrones. Like, who are the bad guys in Game of Thrones? They kind of all are, but they're all just trying to do their thing. It's very similar in that way, in that everybody has a very powerful thing that they're trying to follow. Joan has something, I have something, all the other characters have this.
Did you have much knowledge on Joan of Arc prior to getting involved in the play?
No, it was a good opportunity to learn more about her and about the time and the history and all that. And look for connections between her life and what in history is still with us today. That's what I look for when I'm working on a play. It's a great opportunity to explore all that stuff.
The maid is to do as she likes with it. What is this? I command the army.
Thou art answered, old gruff and gruff. Who is for God and his maid? Who is for Orleans with me?
For God and his maid! To Orleans! To Orleans!
If you'd like to see Saint Joan while it's playing, you can go to artsclub.com for tickets. I'm Kristine Wilson for City Lights on Novus.